This is Take One with Katie Cox. Welcome, Katie.
Hi, thank you.
So I'm Shelley Carter, owner of Alder Healing Center, and we were out doing a administrators leadership retreat, and Katie called me in to facilitate. And Katie, if you can take a minute to share why you wanted me to come out and how we got to this point together.
Sure. So I was trying to put together just a really powerful day for my administrative team. I have 6 school administrators that work on my team, and I wanted them to have just a really good opportunity to reflect on kind of where they were at personally and kind of let some stressors go and think about how to start the new year from just like a healthy, positive place. And so we have a lot of people on our team that have had different struggles just kind of emotionally and spiritually and physically, and so we just wanted to have an opportunity to kind of work through some of those things and support each other, and then also consider how we might move through this year in a more balanced way. And so I had known Shelley previously, seeing her in her clinic, and so I thought of her immediately. She was the first person I thought of to have work with us.
Thank you for thinking of me.
Yeah.
What were you hoping to get out of my time here, and what opened up for you personally?
Yeah, I think that what I really wanted for our team is for everyone to realize the importance of taking care of themselves. I feel like as leaders, we spend a lot of time taking care of other people, but if we're not in a good place, then we can't really serve. And so we don't do that naturally, and we don't, we need to be reminded to do that. And then I think what I really hoped to get out of it was that we would develop a routine in which we were kind of regularly like checking in and being supportive of each other. And I think we do it informally a little bit, but probably still need to do some more work on making that part of our routines each week.
Yeah.
And I think personally what I got out of that was just, honestly, I mean, every time I'm with Shelley, I feel better. So just breathing and being mindful of your body and space and around each other always is important. But what I really took away from it was how supportive and kind and considerate our team was. Even though we're new, people were willing to be vulnerable and uncomfortable and really come together.
Yeah, it was really quite beautiful.
Super powerful. Yeah,
it
was.
So was there any one thing that stood out to you that impacted you the most? Yeah, I think what was interesting was people's different like personalities, and how they were maybe, or not personalities as such, just maybe like, just kind of our little like barriers that we hold up to keep ourselves safe, and how willing people were to kind of let those fall a little bit just to be there for each other. So like I can think of one of our team members specifically was like, oh, this is really uncomfortable for me. But then the more that the rest of everyone was like, no, we can do this, like, come on, it's just a couple hours, like whatever, then she was like, okay, all right, I'll try it, and came along, and that was really great to see. Yeah, and that was great for me to see, like, where people allowed themselves to become vulnerable, and literally at the end when we were all in the circle, how everyone really supported each other as I worked with everyone individually was so beautiful.
Yeah, I agree.
So this question may seem like it doesn't apply, but it really does. What do you consider is completely bad or harmful in your area, your community, whether it's your home community, your work community, out in the world community? What has impacted you the most as of recently?
Yeah, I think something I'm really concerned about in our community, the community where I work in specifically, is we have a lot of migrant families, and so I'm really concerned about all the political unrest like in our country, and how it's going to impact our families and young children here.
last time that Trump was in office, I worked in a similar community, and a lot of families wouldn't send their children to school because they were afraid that we were going to report to ICE, or that the ICE had their family's information. And that's not true in public schools, but or it wasn't true then. I don't know what will happen now, but so I'm really worried about the impact and the trauma that that's going to bring to our families and our schools.
Yeah. If I can ask this question, given the topic that you just brought up,
Yep.
what percentage would you say of influx has impacted your school with the refugees that have come over?
A good amount. So our school district is really large. So percentage-wise, I couldn't say, but I know we have about 200 to 300 newcomer families annually.
That's significant.
It is. It's a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, we have a lot.
And then managing that, because
Yes.
well, and that'll be part of our conversation later today.
Yeah.
So, okay, next question is, what do you consider is most liked, favorable in your community that affects you?
Yeah, I think something that I love about Elgin, and it's because it's close to my work, so I'm exposed to it, is the people here's connection to children. Like, I have never seen such a strong early childhood collaboration with people that don't leave. Like, they really stay the course and really want what's best for their community, and they want it to begin with young children and young families, and they're very devoted to that work and building a community that supports them. So I would say that is one. The second piece of Elgin that I really have come to love is the art. Like, there's so much art, like community art, and they really celebrate the arts and have so much diversity and kind of community support downtown. I really love that.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Is there any last words you'd like to share about maybe how your experience in the admin leadership retreat has impacted and affected yourself personally, along with your community, in the way of maybe bringing more peace about as you're navigating your day, or I don't know. So yeah.
I think that is true. Like, I think we need to be reminded and revisit from our retreat is just that, especially right now when tensions are so high and there's so much stress, that we don't have to hold that. Like, we can breathe through this, we can be together, and work for good still right here locally, and not try to be so overwhelmed.
Yeah, that's awesome. Well, thank you for the opportunity to come out and work with everyone.
Yeah.
And stay tuned, because there is more to come.
Yeah.
And thank you very much.
Thank you.